Hello, how are you? Welcome, you're on Cesar Blues channel and today I'm bringing you a new gourmet batch, this time bought entirely at Lidl. Who claim quality is costly? Let's roll the video. Well, yes, here inside this legendary Lidl bag, mind you it's the good one, the most expensive of them all. Here is today's gourmet bundle. Almost 55 euros worth of supposedly top quality gourmet products, but very cheap for everything this bag is hiding. I'm going to analyze them one by one. As always, enjoy them and share them with you. And let me tell you, if you haven't done it yet, subscribe to the channel. There are more videos coming, restaurants of all kinds, gourmet bundles, great food, entertainment and fun. Subscribe, turn on the bell and get ready. Right now, the tasting of this gourmet bundle is about to begin, and let me tell you, I spent 52 euros and some change on it. And it includes appetizers, a first course, a second course, dessert, and a little drink for a toast. Let the video begin. Well, look, Iberian pork ham, sliced, it says up here, 50% Iberian breed. That is, it's the most affordable of all the Iberian ham formats you can find, and it cost 5 euros, 70. The little package weighs 90 grams, and this is how the plate looks with all the slices, with all the ham that comes in the package. Even though it's from Lidl, and despite any prejudices you might already have, thinking, well, maybe it's not going to be very gourmet. Well, as always, I'm going to say everything I think. And well, I'll just share my opinions about the products I come across. This smells amazing. It's unbelievable. Really unbelievable, you know? Do the slices come apart easily? This is important. It's hard to get them out of the package. It doesn't have any kind of sheet that allows or makes it easier for you to plate them. I did this with some tweezers, very carefully, and in the end I got them all out without breaking any. But well, it has good marbling, a good aroma, everything looks good. Wow, there's something hard here. Oh, that's strange. First slice with something hard. I don't know, it's like... I don't know where they messed up. They went overboard with the cut. When slicing the ham or whatever it is, there must be a little piece of rind. Also, in every single slice, I'll start by saying that the ham isn't bad, but it's not a premium ham. Look, it's barely cured. I don't even know if you can tell just by looking at it. I mean, when you touch it, when you bite into it. But watch out, it has that hard, uncomfortable part in the bites. Where does that come from? In one part, when they cut it, they probably didn't peel it well. There's like a bit of gristle here with a hard piece of something. It's in every slice, you know? I'm seeing it here too. After you remove it, it slipped in when they cut it. I know it's a mistake, but a small piece, like a bone, got in there. What I was telling you, is it good? Yes, honestly, it's not salty and it's a little sweet. All the slices have something a bit tough. I don't know, I don't get it. Look, this one here also has something else that's tough. This white thing, tough and uncomfortable to cut. It doesn't have an intense depth of flavor. It's not something that leaves a tremendous aftertaste at the back of your palate, right? But at this price, it's not cheap ham. It's 50% Iberian. It's not bad, but I wouldn't give this product more than a 6. I find it not very cured, but despite everything, I like ham so much that I'm going to finish it. The whole batch serves 3 or 4 people and costs about 50 euros or 12 euros each. You get a menu and you'll see all the things they have, but don't expect miracles. I don't have bread now, but the next dish includes some. Let's go. Villa Grand Block of duck foie gras with Armagnac. Wow, it's cheap, isn't it? This cost 5.49 and it says here that it contains 96.5% duck liver. And this is how it looks, plated up. I've removed it from the can and added bread with berries and small toasts. This is real pâté. It has a lot of liver, but can you spread it? No, not like last time when I brought out Foie. Let's try it just like this. A good chunk and let's see how it is. To Armagnac, it's a brandy, a type of cognac. It's very fragrant, very aromatic. It's more so than the ham, even. Oh my goodness, watch out, this is a 10 for what it is. It's a 10 and it's good. Is it? I almost like it more than the foie itself. I could take small amounts and spread it perfectly. I like it this way, just a bite. The toast shouldn't be the main thing. Notice these rolls have some red berries. I didn't buy them at Lidl. I already had them at home. That's wild. It's so good. Well, what an explosion of flavor. I really think this is a gourmet product. It's really good. Really, really good. With toast or without toast? Wow, that's delicious. I don't really taste the Armagnac, but it's amazing, right? Look, it even rhymes, huh? Hey, this is something you could just eat whole in bites, huh? If the game is to find a gourmet product at Lidl, if that's what we're doing, we found it. For now, I can already tell you there's one that's a gourmet product and it's delicious. Really delicious. Nothing can stop me when you put something tasty on my plate, huh? This is worth sharing. Can you make appetizers for 4 from this? Yes or yes? But oh my, hey, this is really good. I'm telling you, it's so good. I'm deliciously impressed. Yes? So much so that, as you can see, it falls in whole, right? It falls in whole. Very good flavor. I love the texture. I love that the main character is the main character. I mean, the duck liver. I notice. In the background, in 3rd place, not even in 2nd place, way back, is the hint of Armagnac. What a good thing, really. What a good thing. Anyway, let's continue. Pay attention to the 00 anchovies from the Cantabrian Sea in olive oil. It also specifies extra virgin, deluxe brand, matured in barrels for over 12 months. Large-sized anchovies. Anchovy, it says here, caught using persistent nets in the Bay of Biscay area. In order to be able to finish the whole dinner. With everything I've bought, I've only served myself, quote unquote. Just 4 of these anchovies. There are a few more coming. I serve them along with a little bit of sunflower seed bread on the side, just in case I feel like it. But really, the ideal way is to try them just like this as they are. I've drained almost all the oil. Well, as you can see, there's still a little bit left. I drained most of the extra virgin olive oil since I think its flavor will be too strong. They look very clean. Both sides of the anchovies are spotless. It depends on the style. The old style leaves some skin, but here, there's none. Let's see how salty they are and how clean they are. In other words, let's check if there's any bone left or not. Let's go. Let's see. They're really salty. On one hand, way too salty. On the other hand, I don't find the meat buttery. Ucho. It's just that they have salt. A lot of salt. They're very clean, very neat, very well cleaned, very well rubbed, as they say. Yes. This is a product that's made. It's rubbed by hand. The skin is removed. All the bones are taken out. I don't notice the extra virgin olive oil has blended in. Damn, it's really salty. But really salty? Oh, with anchovies. Oh, we're like this. One good, one bad. Damn, I finished this last one, but I notice it really scratches here. I can't tell you it's a really good anchovy. Really? Wow, I'm sorry, but the box looked really good. And besides, it says it's 00, which is supposed to be wider and all that. Well, I don't really see it being especially wider. And I notice it a little. Whoa, I'm feeling a bit dry. Wow, the taste. Besides being salty, it's a pretty strong flavor. Careful, I'm not a big fan of them. I'm sorry, no, I can't say these are gourmet anchovies. I'm sorry. Let's continue. This is paprika goat cheese. Cheese made from goat's milk. Cheese that costs 15.90 euros per kilo. Although this little half cheese costs 2.62 euros. And look how good this black garlic sheep cheese looks. Awarded the bronze medal at the 2021 World Cheese Awards, it cost 24.90 euros per kilo, although this smaller piece came out to 4.31 euros. And wow, I really have high hopes for this one. I've only served a little bit of the cheese, even though they're small wedges. They're enough to make a good appetizer. I put the sheep cheese on one side with the black garlic and the goat cheese with the paprika on the other. I'm going to start with the goat cheese. Yeah, the aroma, just opening the package and everything. I have to say, I love it, you know? Careful, because on the packages, careful. When you read the back, it says it's packaged in Spain. And with these things, I have I don't know, call it a struggle or a fight. It's not like the issue with asparagus, where just by packaging them in Navarra, they already call them Navarra asparagus. Many people, like those from Sidakos, I have no opinion about them, but they bring in almost everything. They market it as Navarro asparagus, but it's really from somewhere else. And here, interestingly, it said packaged in Spain. It didn't say made in Spain. Beyond local products, beyond proximity, is that things made here. Many things. We're in the first division. Is the cheese good? It's actually very good. I really can't object to anything. The salt cheese is very good. It's not a very fatty cheese. It has some aging. I mean, it's not a fresh cheese. It's more of a semi-cured cheese. I can't give it an outstanding grade. No. It doesn't excite me, but I don't dislike it either. For the price of the little wedge, well, you can give it a try. It doesn't seem exciting or fascinating to me, but it's not bad either, you know? I approve it with a low grade, but from my humble point of view, I approve it. Well, I'm an absolute fan of black garlic. In fact, I have a little pack over there and I eat them like candy. I don't usually use them for cooking anything, you know? I have one occasionally. It's said to be healthy. And there are people who dare, well, and I mean this in a positive way, who dare to mix it with other products and come up with amazing things, you know? I had already tried a cheese with black garlic a long time ago, like 3 or 4 years ago, and I loved it. Oh, the smell of this. The aroma is really strong. The garlic really stands out. On the nose, yes. More than the cheese, this is already sheep cheese. It's another type of milk. Goat's milk is priced, but honestly, I like all types of milk, you know? Well, the ones I've tried, goats, sheep's, and cow's milk. I like all three since each has its own time and purpose. In my opinion, this cheese is far ahead of the other one. Let's see. Good mix. Isn't this cheese very fatty? No, it's not. When you taste it, the flavor of the garlic and the cheese is more balanced. In the aroma, the garlic overpowers the smell of the cheese. And well, it's a new flavor. It's interesting. It's more fun in terms of novelty. I've put a couple of the old rolls here, but they're not really needed. This one does seem like a product I'd have again, that I'd try again. I like it much more than the other one and still want more. Let's see about the crust. I understand it's a pretty natural product and I get that you can eat it, but it doesn't really add anything, does it? And look, what I'm about to say might sound crazy, right? But there are certain cheeses where the rind actually adds something. Yeah, I'm telling you the truth, at least from my point of view, okay? And here, well, it goes more unnoticed. Well, just think about it. The other one is cured with paprika, and you can actually taste a bit of the paprika. But in the case of this cheese, I've tried other cheeses with paprika, where you could taste it more. In this one, you can barely taste it, just a little bit. The battle between the black garlic sheep cheese and today's goat cheese with paprika. I say today because there are so many, it's not generic. With today's Lidl cheeses, for now, the black garlic sheep cheese is winning by a landslide. Let's continue. Let's try the seafood cannelloni. It says here that inside there are 2 trays with 3 cannelloni each, all under the deluxe brand. And it says you can prepare it in the oven, heating it up to 200 degrees for 50 minutes, and then you can grate in it. And this is how the cannelloni look after 55 minutes at 200 degrees. I didn't need to turn anything on to gratin it. When I arrived, I was surprised it was already perfectly gratiné. Hey, it doesn't look bad, and well, it smells like gratiné bechamel. It doesn't smell like seafood, does it? That's because the seafood cannelloni are inside. I put it here because I know I'll make a mess. Honestly, I'm not even sure which way the cannelloni go. And of course, if I try to take them out, it won't go well. There are 2 trays like this, the typical metal ones, like aluminum. Well, I don't know. Let's see if I get it right. Why do I have a feeling they go this way? Let's see. Oh yes, what can I say? Should I take it out? Let's see. How is it? Let's see. Oh. This always goes wrong until they get the first cannelloni out, right? Or if the person who made it takes it out, well, they already know how it goes, right? But you never know. You don't know how it's going to go. Here you can see the cannelloni. I prefer not to take it out. As I said, there are 2 trays with 3 cannelloni each. So, well, I think it's great for sharing. Oh my, look at all the steam coming off this. This is the kind of thing that hugs your palate. Well, let's see. You burn your palate. I'll try to get it out. Let's continue. Well, I made a bit of a mess. Here it is. I took it out, or else it would never cool down. For the effort and the price they cost, well, it's not something that's bad. Not at all, okay? The pasta is very soft and thick. The pasta in the cannelloni stands out more than the filling. It's not a pasta that stays, so to speak, al dente, not at all. And the filling, I don't know if you can see it on the top camera, it's very, very light. Let's see, let's analyze just the filling. How can I put it? It's like a little vegetable cream that must have some seafood in it. But it's mostly cannelloni, there's barely any filling, even less than pasta. And yes, it does remind you of seafood in a way. The cheese layer is a little thin for me. I'm not sure what cheese you usually use on top for gratin. I like to use, for example, a good Parmesan. This cheese is very plain, very neutral. You know, there are dishes like this that you could pass off to someone, right? And say, look, I've been cooking this all afternoon. There are even some omelets that if you heat them up well, they almost pass for the real thing, right? These cannelloni, you can tell right away, right? That they're not homemade. I mean, it's not something you made at home at all. More like something like this. Gourmet for a very special dinner. You know, I see it as a good option to get by. That day when you don't have anything prepared or people show up to eat, well, you have this in the freezer. And well, I can give it a 5. I can give it a 5 because I can pass it if I take into account the price, the convenience, and everything. If I have to go by taste or notice something really deluxe, like really high quality, well, I think deluxe is more of a brand name that doesn't really live up to its name, right? Okay, I've seen it's more about making you feel like you bought something deluxe that day than about the actual experience, Mountain Destina. It's really not bad. I'll give it a 5. Shall we go? With the second dish, nice and hot, which is also frozen. Let's see how it turns out. And we continue with the deluxe brand. This is salmon. Salmon covered in puff pastry and filled, besides the salmon, with a spinach cream. This is also prepared in the oven at 200 degrees, 50 minutes of preparation. So more than heating, it's cooking. This is how it looks. It doesn't look bad at all. It's a bit whitish on the top and more yellowish, more golden on the sides. Let's see, the goal here is for the salmon to stay juicy. The purpose of wrapping it in puff pastry and everything is also so that it becomes part of the dish. But above all, this is a way to protect the inside. It's mainly covered with the spinach and cheese cream. And well, hey, the puff pastry, not bad at all. It has risen, it has puffed up. 55 minutes by the clock. The fish, like the cannelloni, obviously, as you can imagine, to make the most of the oven, I put both things in at the same time. Buying this as part of a menu lets you use the oven to make both the first and second courses simultaneously. Wow, it's really steaming. I put it in for 55 minutes, like I said, straight from the freezer. And just by the color of the salmon, I get the feeling that it's very well done. Like all fish, salmon loses much when overcooked. I'll share a few things with Joy. First, after the cannelloni. I expected it to be worse, but hey, there's no trick or deception here. The salmon is salmon. The other is seafood cannelloni, but I see it has very little seafood. Here there's good salmon fillets. Obviously, not a single bone and no skin either. The cheese cream and a bit of spinach go really well with it, huh? This bite is much tastier than the previous one, much more authentic. It doesn't have any bland flavor at all. On the contrary, I love the mix of cheese with spinach. I love it, I love it. How does it go with the salmon, huh? I love it, I love it. Honestly, it's really good, although the salmon seems a bit overcooked to me, you know? Maybe I would cook it a minute less. I like the mix too. How does it pair with puff pastry? It's the most delicious bite of the two. I love it, I love it. I sound like Mario Vaquerizo, the one who sings, I love it, I love it. What does it matter? It's something like that, right? Well, what does it matter if it's from Lidl? This one is really good, it's really good. Quality, comfort, and price. The milk doesn't spill at all, nothing. You can keep it frozen for weeks and prepare it whenever you want. It's a size that, if you've had some good appetizers, is perfect to share among 4 people. With the option to have seconds, you could get 5 or 6 pieces like this. Honestly, it's really good, but there are areas for improvement that stop me from giving it a 10. The appearance isn't what you'd expect. The top doesn't have that yellowish color. Maybe I'd tweak it a bit and brush it with some egg yolk and a little water. So in the last few minutes, it gets a different color. But honestly, I'm telling you, it's really good. The puff pastry is good. The salmon is good. If I tell you one thing, I have to tell you the other two. Things are already coming to an end. And for now, listen carefully. Good and plenty. Before the menu, let's go with the desserts. There are 2 rounds of desserts. Let the dessert round begin. And a dessert that I love and fascinates me is baklava from the Deluxe brand. This little box weighs 250 grams and comes with a small assortment of these little sweets that I'm so passionate about. These are figs in syrup, also from the Deluxe brand. They look really appetizing. It has 560 grams of figs that honestly look very, very, very appetizing. And I wanted to start the desserts with this first batch, which as you can see includes all the types of baklava that come in the package and a couple of the figs. I'm going to make a toast at the end of the video with the typical desserts for these days. But first, well, I think it's something original, right? So, bringing something new to the table. And something that, well, you feel like trying, right? Because when you walk down the aisles, I insist at Lidl, you see so many things that you say, hey, I want to try this, that. I'm not ruling it out. Part 2 of the video. Another gourmet selection from Lidl or any other supermarket. Could you list them in the description for me? But in the meantime, let's get to the point. Well, not the nougat, that's for later. Let's get down to business. I love baklava. Is it expensive? It has honey, pistachio, and phyllo dough, right? Well, it's a bit light on sugar. I don't really taste the pistachio and I can barely taste the honey. I really like phyllo dough in general, but these baklava. Well, this one is much better, much sweeter. It's a bit juicier in the center, but still I've had many. Baklava, Nusret's baklava from Shadbeh, right? Is it in any of your channel videos? And well, it was much better than this one. It was much better than this one. It's not the best I've tried. I don't notice that these are those products I mentioned, you know? From that, I don't taste it in these products. I notice a very strong sugary taste at the end of the bite. I expected more. This chocolate-covered baklava is the real one. The Konopon out, it's coated in chocolate, and the wafer inside also has chocolate. It's fine as a dessert, but it doesn't impress me. It's like milk chocolate. This baklava is like the others, but coated in chocolate. It tastes neutral with nothing distinctive. Well, to tell you the truth, it's fine as a dessert, but if I speak highly of this baklava compared to all the others I've tried in my life, I just can't. It wouldn't be true. It wouldn't be true. I wasn't amazed by it. Hey, I'm really curious about the figs. Well, they come with their skin on. White-skinned figs. Let's see how they are. Juicy, sweet. Well, what a surprise. Figs are already a very sweet fruit. Very, very, very sweet. And the fresh fig is even sweeter than the fig in syrup. Good, huh? I prefer them fresh, but these dried figs people eat during the holidays aren't bad. They're just not the same. I'm not saying, wow, what a great product, but they're fine, you know? Okay, just to test it out, right? But I can't take it to the party as a gourmet product. Wait, what comes next has a designation of origin. It's made in Spain with Spanish ingredients. And I think we're going to have a grand finale there. We couldn't miss out on having a good toast. El Gaitero Cider from Villaviciosa in Asturias, Spain. Everyone already knows this. Of course, even though the bottle is kind of brownish instead of the green one I remember from all my life, he says. Here you enjoy the richness of the sea and the opulence of the land. And look at this nougat, supreme quality. Alicante nougat with its label from the Gijona Regulatory Council, and Alicante nougat with its serial number, protected geographical indication. It's supreme quality, 67% toasted almonds. It has sugar, honey, and egg white. Just like this other nougat from the same brand. Traditional nougat, supreme quality from Gijona with the same label from the Gijona Regulatory Council, with its serial number and its protected geographical indication. Almonds, honey, sugar, egg white, and it also says from free-range eggs. And here they are, of course, the 2 pieces of nougat. I left the bars in the kitchen so I don't get too tempted, because otherwise, you know, I might end up finishing them. And what about the bottle of the most famous cider, the Gaitero one? Look, friends from Asturias, I know you're going to tell me that the cider, the best one isn't like that. It's the strong one you pour with style. but you have to keep in mind that this one, well, isn't bad. It's very easy to find in this kind of place, and it's the popular one. It's the one I've chosen and had since I was a kid. Come on, kid. Ever since I was old enough to make a toast, we would toast at home with cider. That's it. Sidra El Gaitero, steaming, a little glass raised to toast, national product. When I bring out champagne, some people scold me. Anyway, I love cider. This one and the other one, nice and cold, really refreshing. Hey! I just love it. Really sweet. I love the bubbles it has. It's affordable and, well, I really like it. These are my favorite nougats, both hard and soft. When I mention nougat, I mean this. There are many sweets shaped like nougat bars that, in my opinion, aren't really nougat. But they are in the nougat category and are eaten around this time of year. You can have this nougat all year round. A lot of almonds. I'm going to start with the hard one. I don't think there's any chance of making a mistake here. This has to be good, shall we? I just grabbed an almond. Wow, it's really good. This nougat is great. It was my father's favorite, and I remember how hard it was to break. In fact, hard nougat is called that because it's hard, because it's tough to break, because it has a lot of sugar. Well, here they've balanced the sugar just right, because even though it's hard, it has so many almonds that it's easy to chew and easy to break with your mouth. How good is the almond? I love its wafer underneath. The hard nougat, everything in general, it's a very good nougat. It's a very good nougat, very good. With proven and tested quality, I'd say it's the best in the batch, the best. Hey, despite everything, I like this one better. This is the soft one. It's supposed to be the same as the other, but crushed. I know you'll mention stone ground nougat and other types of nougat. There's already a video on the channel about nougats and Christmas sweets, and I'll be recording more, but these are usually my favorites. It's just that it has a lot of little pieces, I don't know if you can see it, of the actual almond inside when you bite into it. Notice that it's not as oily, buttery, or greasy as other nougats of this type that I've tried. It's neither dry nor gritty. After the video, I'm excited to dig in. It's so good. What a great ending. Good thing, because with this baklava and the figs, I thought all was lost. Although looking at the labels, I had a lot of faith in these nougats, as this nougat, this one is really deluxe. And the best part of all has been sharing a gourmet box with you again. Want more? Leave a comment with ideas or suggestions. I want to go to Aldi. I've heard good things about their products, and I've been satisfied when I've shopped there. The thing is, there isn't one around here, in my neighborhood. But hey, I'll just take the car and look for one. I have more product ideas in mind to record more things here because I've refurbished this room again, the one where I started quite a few years ago. Caesar Blues channel, the one you're watching. I'm very fond of this room in the house, and what I'm most fond of is the moment of telling you. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a big super like, and if you haven't done it yet, subscribe. It's completely free, and if you turn on the bell, YouTube will notify you every time there's a new video. And that's all for today. Comment, share, enjoy these holidays, and I'll see you in the next video. That's all from here, from my home studio. And from right here, your friend Cesar Blue says goodbye, with hugs and kisses for everyone. Goodbye. The cider is delicious.